Welcome to a full day of eating and training with me. If this is your first time watching a video of mine, hi, hello, my name is Olivia, and I'm passionate about a whole lot of things, but making videos about fitness and health is one of them. I went through all the phases with my fitness journey, from being scared of food that wasn't quote unquote macro friendly, to never allowing myself to miss a workout, to constantly being motivated by the fear of being perceived as not disciplined enough. But now I like to view health as an opportunity to get more out of life and live fully. I still am intentional with how I take care of my vessel, but now it's from this place of self-love rather than a crippling desperation to change how I look to hopefully discover some sense of self-confidence. I take care of myself because I value the promises I keep to myself. I know I'm worthy of good health, and I know I deserve to just feel good. So welcome to a full day of eating and training, where I share with you what a pretty normal day of taking care of myself looks like. And before we get into it, not every day looks the same, most definitely not, but every day I do put in effort to fuel my body well with whole foods and lots of protein, but also enjoy what I'm eating and how I'm training for the soul. And for a loving reminder, I am by no means trying to tell you how you should eat and train. I'm just simply sharing what I do in hopes to spark inspiration and some new ideas of how to best take care of you. Hello you guys, welcome. Today we're doing another eat and train with me. This one's kind of a little special edition because I am on my cycle. I just started my period yesterday, and so I figured we can make one of these for the gals, even though like 95% of my audience is female. So it's always for the girls. But anyways, I thought it would maybe be interesting for you guys to see just, I guess, how I care for my body and support my body during my cycle, kind of how I approach training and all that sort of stuff. So I had a really slow morning. I had my normal breakfast, as you guys saw, edited some TikToks, honestly was just chilling on the couch. Like I said, very slow morning. Also had some matcha with oat milk, and I'm a little bit snacky again now. I don't have any protein bars, surprise, surprise, so I am going to have a banana because I am going to go train. I bought so much fruit the other day, and I want a freaking mango so badly, but they're not ready yet, and I hope they're gonna be worth the wait. So we're gonna hold off on that, but these bananas are definitely ready to be eaten. Yeah, so here's my snack. My snack is calling. Yeah, so I was supposed to hit legs yesterday. That's technically like when they came up in my workout split. But obviously I started my cycle yesterday, and honestly, my cycle this month has been like super chill, super mellow. Like I've had little to no cramps. I had very minimal PMS symptoms. So like I honestly was chilling yesterday, like even though usually when I do have cramps, it is on my first day. And I wasn't feeling low energy. Like I honestly have been feeling really good this cycle, which I love when that happens. I always feel so proud of myself. And my cycle came like right on time, right when Natural Cycles app had predicted it. So I could have gone and trained and hit legs yesterday. Like I didn't feel off. I guess I also should preface, like I'm not against cycle syncing by any means, but I'm not also a super huge advocate for it. Like I don't live my life around my cycle. However, I am mindful of my cycle, and I use my cycle just more so the knowledge of my cycle to understand why I feel certain ways. But like if I'm feeling okay, like my theory is always listen to your body first. And so if I'm feeling okay, I rarely am like, okay, I'm gonna sit out just because I should sit out because I'm at this part of my cycle. Like no, I usually just listen to how I feel. Yesterday I just honestly wasn't really feeling going to the gym, and it was really nice out, so I just went for a long walk instead and like was chilling that way. With that said though, there are some cycles where I feel very weak, really not in the mood, where I really do have harsh cramps. So like if that's you, don't feel like you have to be going to the gym the first few days of your cycle if you're like really not feeling it. Like I said, I honestly just listen to my body. I will say I was really intrigued last cycle because my cycle was on the later side of my normal window, and I had pretty decently uncomfortable cramps the past like 2 cycles or so, and I kind of was wondering why that was happening. And like I said, this one has gone so smoothly. I'm exactly on time, very little symptoms at all, really good energy levels. And I think it's for a few reasons. One, I do think my worst cramps are due to sugar, because I have been eating quite a bit of sugar the past few months. And this, like the week to 2 weeks right before my period, I really was cutting back on sugar. and I don't have any like cramps or anything. So I'm wondering if that was a big contributor for me. Another thing is I feel like I was very low on vitamin D and magnesium. So recently I've been taking vitamin D and magnesium, especially like before my cycle. And I do also think that helped to support me also be really promptly on time, and again help with my energy levels and everything, and like my mood and all of that. And I've also been making a point to really consume red meat in my luteal phase, and that always really helps with making sure I'm replenishing like minerally and nutrient wise. And then I also feel like I've just been less stressed finally. Like I've been trying to be more mindful about like being more present mentally, and just making an intention to not stress about so many things so much, and just like trust and like surrender and flow. Because last couple of months I've been having stress dreams, which I said that in a vlog, and my period was like on the later end that week, that cycle. So I think those are some things that have helped me. All right, y'all, I need to get the motivation to actually go to the gym. I'm not feeling very inspired right now, but really it's just from my lack of action today. So I just gotta get moving. This isn't going well. I'm also cold, so the thought of having to change right now isn't very inviting. Ooh, wanna know what set I might wear? The infamous! This set is just an instant confidence boost. Honestly, pro tip, if you're feeling bleh, wear the opposite of bleh colors. But this hot pink with this blue Alpha combo, adorable. Like, it's the best combo ever. Checking to see if I shaved my armpits anytime recently. I think I'm gonna wear my little sweatsuit. I finally washed this, you guys, because I was like, I'm living in this an unhealthy amount. KAMO Fitness code LIFT, y'all already know. It's so cute. And it's the perfect like spring jumpsuit. You know what I mean? Alright, and I really need to pick me up. I really do. I'm not gonna drink this whole thing. I'm really just gonna have a few sips really for placebo and just to help get the energy up a little bit, because I already had a matcha. But I'm just feeling sleepy because I went to bed late and I got up early. ASMR. Woo! Okay. It's already happening. Okay, off we go, let's go. You guys, I'm so excited. I've been like frantically checking the mail. I wanna make sure there's no giveaways on this. I've been waiting on these 3 really important packages, and I'm so freaking excited. And I like need to open them before we go. I'm hoping there's a scissors down here or something I can use to open these boxes, because my shoes are already on. I'm literally so happy to see these packages. Oh my god, they're so little. I'm gonna freak out. Wait, honestly, I'm stoked about this. Oh my god, these look so cute. Woohoo! And last box, I just need to say I've been like working so hard to make this upcoming retreat experience like such an exciting thing, where the girls are just like zero regrets that they came, feel like they had the most immersive experience possible, and I just am so excited to see their reactions on what I have planned for them. Holy shit! I know that's probably annoying because I'm not sharing what's in the boxes, but I'm all about surprises. Like, I am a surprise gal. I love surprises. And so I don't want to spoil it for the girls that are watching that may be coming on the retreat. But trust me, in due time, you'll see everything that was in the boxes. Woo! It's getting so real. Like, my retreat is so soon. And I'm so excited because I just know how fun the last ones were. And this one's just going to be also amazing. And I've done more things to make it even more amazing. And I'm just so excited. Alrighty, welcome to the training portion of this Eat and Train With Me video. So today was a leg day. I actually don't even know if I announced that in the video. Not sure. I am using a different lens here, so if the footage looks a little bit grainier, it's because, again, I was using a different lens here because I was trying to test something else out, if it'd be better for me to use this lens and zoom in. Not that you guys really care about that, but anyways, moving on. Okay, first exercise, hip thrust. Believe it or not, I haven't done barbell hip thrusts in a minute, but this combination always gets me. So I started with 8 full range hip thrusts, and then here I'm doing 8 basically half range hip thrusts or cast bridges, and I did these for 4 sets apiece. So we're always driving up through our heels. My ankles are stacked underneath my knees. I'm really scooping up my hips and fully locking out at the top, and I'm keeping my chin tucked to my chest. My booty cheeks were on fire. That one always gets me, and also my quads were honestly feeling it too. I honestly never do these, but these are just dumbbell elevated reverse lunges. I did 3 sets of 10 on each leg. Very similar leg setup to how we did with the hip thrust. I have my knee always stacked over my ankle, so even at the bottom of the movement, you can see I'm not crowding my toe, with my knee. I'm keeping that chin nice and vertical throughout the whole movement, and I'm really sinking back and down. So I push my hips back as I'm coming down into the lunge, and I'm kind of bringing my chest to meet my knee just a little bit to create a little bit more of a glute stretch, and I am driving up through my heels. So the point of this elevated surface for that front leg is to help us get a little bit deeper into this lunge, which is helping to increase the time under tension, meaning our muscles are just working for a longer period of time because it's a bigger movement, and therefore it is increasing difficulty. I've been loving this exercise. So this is just a dumbbell sumo squat. The setup of this is like, I don't know, it just like seems like this exercise goes so fast because you just need to grab a dumbbell and like get to it. I don't know. I love this exercise lately. I honestly cannot remember how many sets that I did. Super sorry. It was either 3 or 4. I can't remember, but it was sets of 12. I really have been trying to work on my form with this one. I tend to really drop my chest when I'm coming down into the squat, which is kind of defeating the purpose because you're inhibiting really the depth that you can get with your legs. So I'm trying to keep my chest more upright rather than just bending over. My legs are nice and wide, far apart, past shoulder width. My feet are pointed a little bit out at a 45-degree angle. And I'm essentially just trying to sit back and down into the squat while, again, keeping that chest upright. And I'm going really slow coming out of the movement to help with mind to muscle connection. I'm pushing the floor away with my heels, and I'm squeezing my glutes to come up out of the movement. Then we went into some isolation work. So this is a single leg hamstring curl. I love this. If you don't have this machine, honestly, I'm sorry if you know, but what I was gonna say is you could use pretty much any isolated hamstring. Like it could be a lying leg curl or a seated leg curl, but I love this just because the positioning is so unique. So pretty self-explanatory here. I'm just essentially trying to kick my bum with my heel. Whenever you're doing an isolated machine exercise for your hamstrings, you want to try to minimize how much you're lifting up with your hips because that tends to just be compensating for the weight. So if you really want to isolate your hamstrings, try to drive your hips into the pad and keep neutral hips and focus on just squeezing your hamstring. And then lastly, I of course wanted to add in some lateral work. So I personally really like to perform this seated forward. So as you can see, I'm pretty leaned over. My heels are really at the edge of the foot pad, so my toes are on it. I feel like it really helps with my mind to muscle connection and visualizing the proper way to do the exercise. And I'm essentially just focusing on sweeping my knees outward like a half moon. If you need to, put your hands on your glutes if you need some help with mind to muscle connection. So I did that for like 2 or 3 sets of 15. And then for my final set, I did one seated more upright at a lighter weight to really focus on that glute medius. Starved. I took my sweet time in there. I'll tell you, I was cruising along. I thought like I was seeing stars after the hip thrust. I have no idea why, but I was feeling it so much in my quads. Also my glutes for sure, but like my legs, like my quads felt so fatigued after, and I was like, what's going on? And honestly, I didn't feel weak, but my recovery felt like trash during that session. Like I felt winded, like I felt like I could not get enough rest time between sets. So that probably definitely has to do with my period, but it was a pretty solid workout. I had a nice little pump. I'm snacking on some dried mango, which I'm relapsing my obsessions back. I was never trying to not be obsessed, but I'm just saying, this is how you know warmer weather's approaching because I'm getting all my fruit back. I can't wait to have watermelon. When I get back from Bali, it's gonna be watermelon season. It's literally snowing right now, just so everyone's aware. And it is currently like April 6th. I think it is. Look at this. Anyway, I'm so hungry. And I made some ground beef yesterday. I'm going to make like a makeshift kind of meat sauce situation. This is my brother's. Sorry, Luke, but I am going to take this and add just a little bit because I made like a skillet last night. It was like beef, onions, tomatoes, zucchini, and then like cauliflower rice and sweet potato. But I just needed like a sauce or something, or like something on it. It just was a little bit like underwhelming. But my mom made this lasagna. It's like with rice pasta, and then she said she used chicken, bison, and turkey in here. There's like a little bit left, so I'm gonna finish it and then just put on some of this sauce. I'm sure everyone knows by now who watches me consistently, I'm not an aesthetic foodie. I'm just not. My food never looks good. I'm not prepping it to look good. I do know that this is going to taste really good. Also in my mom's lasagna, she put cottage cheese in there as well. So definitely super high protein. All right, I went back for a little bit more because I'm still kind of hungry. It's dinner time. I'm snacking on some raspberries right now. I love that I showed you guys my last grocery haul because now it just like makes sense with what I'm about to make. But I'm gonna make these peppers that I got at Trader Joe's. So I'm gonna have peppers and onions and then some chicken that I also just bought at Trader Joe's. And I might do like one other veg. I don't know what. Do I want carrots? No, I don't. I could just do green beans. My thing is though, when I do get berries, I savor them because, I don't know, I just savor them because it's so easy to eat it all like in one sitting, but I want to cherish them so they last longer. So pro tip, if you're not as much of a chef like me, that was sarcasm in case you're not aware, you want to start with your veggies first, especially if you're like me and you like your vegetables to be super soft and it's basically mush. You want to give them time to really cook down because they're going to take longer to cook than the chicken, especially these like little breast tenders. This has been my favorite little mocktail, and I just need to share it with you guys because it's really my go-to. So it's with the EHPLABS Oxy Reds, which is essentially like Oxy Greens, but like on the contrary. So it's full of antioxidants. It really helps with like energy and blood flow, just getting your antioxidants in. And then of course my Oxyglow collagen. This is a marine-based collagen. There's also different vitamins in there like vitamin K, C to help with also the absorption of the collagen that's in that Oxyglow. And then I also have really been liking this AG1 little vitamin D and vitamin K drops in there because again, like I said earlier in the video, I'm really trying to focus on making sure I'm getting my vitamin D in, especially because we're at the end of winter. Spring is finally here, but I feel like my storages have been depleted of vitamin D at this point because we're at the very coming out of winter. This just tastes so good. The raspberry refresh flavor of the Oxy Reds is absolutely to die for. It's like my go-to when I'm really wanting a sweet drink. So you guys can always use LiveFit 10 again to save on all EHPLABS products. So this is gonna be dinner. I'm actually really stoked. This looks really good and it's like kind of exactly what I'm wanting to eat. So I have 2 little pieces of chicken. I'm probably gonna go get seconds, but we'll see how I feel. And then I have my peppers and onions sauteed. I added some sliced almonds to my green beans and I literally just put like salt and pepper on it. I loved almonds with green beans. Like if you've never tried that combination, try it. It's super easy. You just toss them in, but something about it just elevates the green bean experience. And I'm already a green bean junkie. I don't know why I like them so much. And with seasoning the onions and peppers, I literally just did like salt, pepper, and then I added fresh garlic and there's onion in there, like I said. And then for the chicken, I only put on this umami, I think is how you say it, this seasoning from Trader Joe's that I just got. I actually really, really like this. It is salty. So just warning, if you use this, you don't need to add extra salt. Let's actually do a taste test right freaking now. I could go sit down, but you know, that's lame. It's like subtle, but I love it for some reason. Peppers are perfect texture. I gotta tell you guys, there's truly no reason to overcomplicate when you're trying to have a healthy meal. Like, I'm definitely no wizard in the kitchen, and I would declare that I'm an ingredient eater, but like when it comes to wanting to fuel your body well and if you have goals that are priority, it's really important to try to make it as convenient as possible to be working towards those goals. Because when it's convenient, that's when it's sustainable and that's when it's something you can be consistent with, and that's when you'll be able to actually see results. So something like this is so easy for me to make. It's pretty much foolproof. And another thing I want to say is so many people I feel like reach for condiments and sauces when they're cooking from home. And I'm not trying to demonize anything, but the fact of the matter is those things are just usually very high in calories. I should say they're more so very calorically dense. So for like the small serving of like 1 to 2 tablespoons, there's more calories than you think would be in there. And so it really can add up. And usually they tend to be very processed, usually don't have a ton of great ingredients in there. So again, nothing wrong with those things, but if you're looking to fuel your body intentionally and eat to help contribute towards your goals, the best way to do that is just to focus on adding seasonings into whatever you're cooking. Like, it's such a hack. It adds so much flavor to your food without all the calories and all of the crazy excess of added ingredients. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see like the literal snowstorm outside. Again, it's like April 5th. But the thing is like, I feel like I have a toxic relationship with the weather because I'm like, this is the weather acting up again and like having an outburst, but like I know that it's actually spring and it wants to be spring and it was nice for the past few days. And so I'm like, you're just having an episode. Like, it's okay. Like in my brain, I'm like, yes, it's still spring. Like, I'm not like, oh no, like, no, like I'm like, it's spring. The weather's just having an episode and like needs its moment, but like it'll come back down to earth and like it'll regroup and it'll be spring in like a few days again. So I'm just like, I'm hanging tight. I'm not having a breakdown at all. Everything about this is so satisfying right now. So here's a little life hack. Sometimes when I'm still like finding myself hungry when it comes time for dessert, I will try to bulk it up a little bit so it's still filling. I have more calories in there. It's more of like a whole extra snack rather than just dessert, you know? So obviously vanilla Greek yogurt, a go-to, very high in protein, and it's also sweet. So I just basically had a yogurt bowl. I'm on a fixation of these chocolate covered Brooksides, like chocolate covered blueberries. My mom got me this massive bag for Easter. And so I put some of that in there as well as some raspberries, which these raspberries are so freaking good. They were so good because I obviously already finished the pint of them. I also did add some peanut butter in there as well, and some dark chocolate chips because I'm such a chocolate fiend. But that is it. That is everything that I ate this day, and that was also my full workout. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. I hope this gave you some inspiration or you got some sort of value out of this video. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch and being here and supporting my channel. If you guys did enjoy this video, the best way to support it is to leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos from me and also support this channel in a way that's completely free to you, you can also hit the subscribe button as well. I'm sending you guys so much love, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.